For the past year, I have seen this man out walking, minding his own business, and then a couple weeks ago, I just had to stop and start asking him questions. Josh would only give me his first name, and while we talked about what he is trying to accomplish, I quickly realized he's a man making a difference in our community. In a car, most of us can tolerate the rain, but when you go from here to here, that's when tolerating turns to trouble.
Rain doesn't bother me, really.
And then there's the cold.
But the cold doesn't bother me. I'm from Minnesota.
Whatever the season, whatever the weather, here in Centerville, Josh is on a mission.
I'm just trying to beautify my own little corner of heaven. That's all.
3 to 4 times a week, 4 hours a day.
They could arrest me for jaywalking 100 times a day.
But if the city of Centerville was to do that, who would do this? See, Josh has committed himself to picking up other people's trash. But he was not always like this.
I was an officer of a Fortune 500 company down in Cincinnati.
And that job paid well. As far as money goes, that is not the case with this part-time work. He only found a penny the day we hung out in this monsoon. And let me tell you, he is meticulous, too. He picks up things the camera cannot even see. Josh said he is so focused on picking up trash, he has kind of become obsessed.
I mean, my bachelor's degree is in atomic physics. Now, how does that translate to this? And it kind of doesn't, and I don't care.
Since Josh started this journey, he's found all sorts of stuff. Clothes, a Bible, this artwork, and 110 keys. Anything salvageable, he donates to charity. And while Josh sits here in the pouring rain, he's just a few feet from trash on the ground and a trash can. And he knows he has some work to do.
My girlfriend probably thinks that I'm a little Looney Tunes, but, you know, and all my friends think I'm crazy as a loon, so, but that's fine.
All this craziness started while he was walking down Clio Road about 3 years ago. He passed a woman who saw a bunch of trash next to the road. She looked at him, thought it was awful, and told him somebody should do something about it. He shook his head, and he got to work.
And I figured 3 pounds a day, I'm figuring 3 days a week, and I've been doing it for 3 years, and it comes up to anywhere between 1,500 and 2,500 pounds.
And based on those numbers, most of that trash...
It's cigarette butts is by far. They'd probably be 80 to 90%.
For all his hard work, Centerville's city manager has even reached out to Josh, thanking him for making a difference.
Just end up walking the next 10 feet and picking up whatever's in the way and moving on to the next 10 feet.
So I asked Josh, does he ever get frustrated having to pick up the same kind of trash every day?
That's the nature of the game. You know, you just can't change human nature that much, and it gives me something to do tomorrow. And it's not a job they can export to China or anything like that. But like I said, all I'm doing is picking up garbage. It's a pretty simple thing.
You know, he might be right. But just goes to show, there are all sorts of ways to make a difference, even if it is just 2 to 3 pounds at a time. Josh, we appreciate your time. Thank you much. Every month I focus on someone or an organization making a difference in our community. Now it's your turn to tell me who I should highlight next. Hope you can reach out to me on Facebook or send me an email at james.brown@whiotv.com.
I don't think he's loony at all. I like him. It was not